Hello, welcome back, guys. So Prismatic Evolutions, should you be buying it? Let's talk about it. So again, the set needs no introduction. Release January last year, 2 year windows coming up in a few months, and again we are getting less reprints. The ETBs potentially have had their final ETB reprint. The SPCs are getting reprinted, so they're coming down in price, and yeah, I think this is a window of opportunity which is going to be closing in extremely soon. So yeah, let's talk about it. So again, I thought I'd make this video update just to go through what I'm doing, my plans, yeah, just my thoughts again. So that sounds good to you. Stay tuned. Let's get straight into it. So again, TCG Quant, top long-term opportunities. Prismatic sits at number 2. So Destined Rivals, we went through that yesterday. Yeah, insane set. Prismatic, another insane set. So the top four sort of products you want to be purchasing. ETB is probably number 1. SPC, if you do have more sort of disposable income to use. Booster bundles, just to fill in the gaps. Again, easy to store, 6 packs. Yeah, they're brilliant. And the Pokemon Center ETB, probably. Let's take a look. So again, Pokemon Center really is more prestige sort of items. Again, they're not reprinted very often. When they do get a run, they really do run. There's no denying that the E2B promo is more expensive. The stamps on there, so people, you get stamp collectors that will just collect stamps. Overall, the price again. I bought these cheap myself. 232 up to 476. They've doubled in price. They've come down from the high at 582 to 476, so about a 20% drop. Supply dwindling down. People are ripping it open. People are still buying these up. 33 units sold in the last 14 days. 72 units listed, and that's decreasing from 104 units back in June. So again, things are looking good for long-term appreciation, which is awesome. I never get bored of ripping the set. I think Neymar ripped the set the other day with his son and pulled a god pack. Again, celebs love it. We love it. Set value is one of the highest of the Scarlet and Violet era. It's just a sick set, man. I'll never get bored of this set. I mean, I've personally pulled 3 Umbrians, Sylveon, Leafeon, Espion. Very fortunate. Didn't grade them, just sold them on. Sold them too cheap. Yeah. But again, if you guys are interested, we'll do rips on, stream. We'll do rips on the videos. So I want to do more giveaways. People, the good sets, the Ascended Heroes, the Prismatics, the Destined Rivals. But yeah, I mean, so my point is, is it a good time to buy? It bloody is. Really is a good time to buy. The singles alone, $1,500. You know what I mean, for an Umbrian. And the more expensive it gets, the PSA 10, it's just creeping up. November last year, 3,038. Now you're looking at it's doubled in price. Insane. The more expensive the chase cards get, the more the not booster box, the ETBs get, the SPCs get. You absolutely cannot sleep on this. You know what I mean? It's gone from PSA 10 Sylveon 804 up to 1457. PSA 10s are so slept on in general. People tend to avoid them. They're such good buys, especially now with PSA being more critical with their grading. People value the newer certs over the older certs. Yeah, I mean, even the raw price from 317 back in March now to 552, even that's nearly doubled in price. Again, specifically pulling the Sylveon, 1 in 1441 packs. It's so hard to pull these cards that it just goes in the favour of the appreciation. If you could pull these in 1 in 100 packs, for example, guaranteed, the value would not be as high as it is. Could be so much more supply on the market. I mean, the Gem 10 population for the Umbrian isn't that high. It's 6135. I mean, if you take a look at the Mega Charizard, for example, from Phantasmal Flames. I mean, look at the PSA 10 for that. 1 second. Here we go. So the PSA 10 population, 28,000. 60% gem rate, 10. So again, you know, it's so small for a modern era Pokemon. Yeah, awesome. Espion, 3,312. It's hard to get a 10. This only helps go in the favour of the value, and again, that is going to help contribute to boosting the value for the set. Please don't sleep on it. You know, it's stinky good. Like, my God. Single pack prices. You know, we've seen a massive correction on. It's such a good set like Prismatic. Nothing's changed. The attention has just shifted to the 30th. Delta Rain's coming afterwards. As soon as they're out of the way with, and the new era comes out, the Gen 10, you know, all the attention's on that. This set's going to rocket, mark my words. I'll be doing videos next year saying Prismatic Evolution's ETBs are hitting 1,000 Pokemon Center. SPCs are hitting 1,000 in a couple of years, like. And you'll look back at these videos and think, yeah, I should have bought. So yeah, I'm buying consistently. The booster pack prices are, you know, from 17 down to 14, 30% drop. Give me all the packs. I'll take them all. I'll have them all. I'll store it, save it. Yeah. Again, I hope my point's been put across. Here, 163 UTB tanked from 200. This is a market. I'd say a crash correction, 30% drop. It's not ideal, but it just gives us so many good opportunities. Still up from the lows at sub 100 to 163. It's still up 40%. Amazing. What else have we got? SPCs. Please don't sleep on this. 15 packs. Again, dropped from 325 down to 266. 30% drop. 30% drop for such a good product. The you know, where is it? The promo loan is insane. PSA 10's holding steady at 345. It's got a low gem 10 rate, so again, pop is low. This will help increase the value. Supply and demand, again, you know, yeah, we had a bit of a hike here, but again, that's because of the reprints, and we're getting more reprints. So again, if we didn't have that reprint, this will just be slowly declining, and it's going to be the same. Once this is sold, we're getting so many sales. 289 in the last 14 days. 431 the 2 weeks before that. 740 before that. It's consistently 150 and over. That's a lot. And again, it's not a cheap item. This is a very good sign. The last 14 days, 346 sales. The units are dropping, but we're gonna be seeing more reprints. So again, you know, don't go all in now. Wait for the reprints to settle. But again, I'm starting to ladder back into the set. You know, my average is about 300, I think. So I did buy a little bit high. But again, long term, it's 1,000 plus any day of the week. You know, the God packs, Demigod packs, the promos, Master Ball set. There's something here for everyone. And again, like I've said before, when you get new EVs introduced into circulation, as in Poison type, Dragon type, it just, everyone will flock back to the EV sets. Evolving Skies, Shining Fates. Again, you've got Brilliant Stars, Prismatic Evolutions is an EV focused set. There's only so much time left to get in, guys. So again, please do not sleep on it. But again, you know, if you can't afford the big ones, it doesn't matter. Boost the bundles here somewhere. Yeah, again, $90. And again, they went from 79 up to 100 nearly, down to 89. Again, 10% off the all-time high. That's fine. That's fine. You know, in terms of the long-term score as well, IP is desirable. Again, destruction momentum is good. Chase card value is top tier. It's 9 out of 10. Generational hold, exactly. Exactly. And there's so much getting ripped. Like, boxes open 396,000. submission rate 40%, total grade at 807. All this does is highlight how popular it is. People getting their grades, and it shows you the concentration of the stuff being opened, which is a good sign for our sealed collection, because that will just go up in value. So yeah, please don't sleep on it. Again, here the SPC on release 214. I think it's a bit lower than that. Went up to 295, reprint 220, up to 325, reprint now 250. So the reprints are the only reason why it's dropping for this particular product. But again, the attention on the 30th on the Delta Rain is going to also make people set up to buy those sets. And again, just hold the product. You don't have to sell. If you're collecting for long term, just hold 5 years. You're going to be thanking yourself for not ripping it, for not selling it. Yeah, but I hope again I've made my point. Again, it's such a good set. And yes, I do think laddering in now is the perfect time to get involved. All right. Beautiful set. Yeah. I could chat about Prismatic all day, every day. I think Chuck did a video an hour long on Prismatic. I could rewatch that over and over again. Like, yeah, shout out Poker Chuck. Yeah, really good account as well. And again, pushes Prismatic. Do people listen? Who knows? But again, it's, while we're getting these reprints on these good products, it's just an opportunity to ladder in and to get involved. So yeah, I hope that's helpful, guys. And again, any comments, please do drop down. And again, all your support means the world. Really appreciate it. So again, keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep liking, notifications on. See you guys in the next one.